Welcome, my dear students. Class 10th English, a letter to God. This is the first prose, and I'm going to explain each paragraph line by line. The first paragraph, the house to the northeast. Hard words are crest, dotted, downpour, and intimately. The meanings are already given, and I'm going to explain it line by line. Lencho the farmer lived on the only house that was there on the top of a hill. The hill was low heighted. From there, a river and a ready to harvest corn field was visible. The field belonged to Lencho, and he had the utmost confidence that the harvest would reap great profits. The only thing that he awaited was rainfall. In this hope, he spent an entire morning gazing at the sky in the northeast direction, from where a drizzle was expected to shower on his field. Next paragraph. Now we were really to ones are fives. The hard word is exclaimed, means cry out. The man, while looking at the sky, confidently tells his wife that they are going to have a rain shower, to which the lady replies by saying, only if everything happens as they hope and expect. Their elder children were working at the field, and the younger ones were playing near the house when Lencho's wife calls everyone for dinner. It is during that time drops of rain begin to fall, hereby proving the farmer's prediction to be true. The wind was pleasant and clouds could be seen approaching from the northeast sky. Lencho goes out of the house to take pleasure in feeling the droplets on his body. He refers to the drizzles as coins, large droplets being equivalent to 10 cents and the smaller ones 5 cents. He says so because these raindrops would ensure a good crop which would eventually get them a lot of money. Next paragraph, with the satisfaction to frozen pearls. Regarded, draped hailstones resemble and exposing. These are the new words. And now explanation. On seeing everything go as expected, Lencho reflected upon the field and the flowers covered with droplets which seemed as if they were wrapped in a curtain. Unexpectedly strong wind started blowing, leading to a hailstorm. Satirically, the writer refers to these pellets of frozen rain as new silver coins. The innocent boys became playful and went out in the rain to play and collect these hailstones which looked like frozen pearls. Next paragraph. It's really getting bad now, and I'm continuing one more paragraph. Not a leaf to we all go hungry this year. The hard word is plague and locust. And now explanation. The farmer now starts worrying and hopes that the storm gets over quickly, which to his utmost disappointment did not. The hailstones covered the entire valley, including the house, garden, hillside, and the cornfield. It made everything look so white that it seemed as if it was covered in salt. And now next paragraph. Lencho became stressed and disappointed as everything went against the plan. The trees had shed their leaves, corns were smashed, and the flowers had also fallen from their plants. While standing in the withered fields, he conveyed his dismay and sorrow to his sons by commenting that the effect of the storm proved to be worse than that of crop destroying insects. All their hard work had gone in vain. He felt helpless as no corn had been left and feared that they might have to starve this time. Again, two more paragraphs, but in the hearts too, no one dies of hunger, and all through the night too, a letter to God. The hard words are solitary, conscience, ox of a man, and daybreak. And our explanation. Even after everything had gone southwards here means gone wrong, the family still had hope in their hearts of hearts. They had faith in the Almighty even after nothing was left. They gave each other support and recalled a saying which assures that no one never dies of starvation. Next paragraph. Lencho spent his entire night thinking of the only option left, and that was to seek the help of God, who he had been informed has its eyes and ears everywhere. He thought of writing a letter to God conveying his grievances. Despite spending all these years working at the farm, he still knew how to write. He started writing on the Sunday morning and thought of mailing it himself by going to the town. Now, next two paragraphs. God he wrote to into the mailbox, and one of the employees to correspondence with God. The hard words are pesos, amiable, and correspondence. And now explanation. In his letter to God, he communicated his poverty-stricken situation and mentioned that he needed 100 pesos to regenerate the crops along with surviving until they are ready to harvest. On the envelope he wrote to God, then at the post office placed a stamp on the letter and dropped it in the mailbox. Now next paragraph. A postman who was also an employee of the post office noticed Lencho's letter and showed it to the postmaster. They both felt amused, but the postmaster, fat and friendly, immediately developed a sense of seriousness. He was astounded at the amount of faith Lencho has in God and wished he had the same over God. Next paragraph. So in order to, and the next more paragraph, it was impossible for him to God. The hard words are goodwill, resolution, obliged. With good intentions, the postmaster read the letter and thought of replying to it as to keep the writer's belief in fact. But the writer expected the reply in a different way that could not be fulfilled with pen, paper, and morals. The farmer had demanded for 100 pesos. The postmaster, along with his colleagues and a few friends who were more than willing to donate for a good cause, collected a pool of money to help Lencho. Despite his best efforts, he was only able to collect an amount of not more than half of which was required. He then addressed it to Lencho along with a letter which was undersigned by God. Next paragraph. The following Sunday, to what he had requested, and immediately to bunch of crooks, Lencho. The hard word is contentment. Next Sunday, Lencho came looking for the reply a bit earlier than expected. The postman handed him the letter, waiting to see him joyful and surprised, while the postmaster, feeling satisfied, oversaw it from his office. On the contrary, the farmer got disappointed on seeing that the money was less than what he asked for. His faith is still undeterred, and he believed that God cannot make such a mistake. On being disappointed, he started looking for ink and paper to write to God again. While writing, his eyebrows got curled out of the concentration which he was drafting a new request. On completing, he affixed it with a stamp. As soon as he dropped it into the mailbox, the postmaster took it out to read it. Lencho complained that he had only received 70 pesos and he is really in need of the remaining amount. He doubted the integrity and honesty of the post office employees and suggested God to send his money not via post, because he doubted that the staff at the post office must have stolen the missing amount.